7 ways to reclaim and reconnect to self. Your attention is your most valuable commodity, and you may have been trained to pay attention to what's external at the expense of your connection to your authentic inner self. You might not be aware of it, but there's a battle going on for your attention at all times, and so many demands are being made on it. So who wins? Because while you're disconnected from your inner core, your authentic self, you are easily manipulated. And your authentic inner self is the self that knows you at a very deep level and has been with you since the beginning of time, beginning of your life. It knows where you've been and where you're going. It always knows what's the right thing for you in any situation and what you should avoid and not have in your life. I'm going to share with you some very simple and easy ways that you can develop and deepen your connection to your authentic self and connect to your inner core. Firstly, as we started talking about attention, it's like paying attention to yourself, to your feelings, to your bodily sensations and intuitive hunches. For example, notice how your body responds to a specific situation or a person. Does it feel light and expansive and energized, or does it feel tight or heavy or tired? Just notice. And then notice how your breathing is affected. Slow, deep breathing often indicates a calm state of being, whereas if your chest feels tight or your breathing is shallow, it may be that your body's telling you that it's feeling uncomfortable or stressed. It's normal to experience stress in certain new situations in life. However, ongoing stress over long periods is hugely detrimental to your physical and mental health. So you can avoid a lot of future stress simply by paying attention to how your body responds. Just notice how your body is responding and often get a very good indication of the likely outcome of that situation for you. Your body often has more information than your mind, even though you might not pay attention to it. And second thing is very important again, is spending quiet time with yourself. You know, like most people, you're probably so overloaded with information, with things to do, with external stimuli, that it can be very difficult to hear your inner voice and to know what you're feeling or thinking about specific situations. So spending time with yourself in a quiet place, restful for an overstimulated mind. For example, being in nature, meditating, listening to music, gardening, yoga. All of these are deeply relaxing for the body mind. They're sort of connecting you to yourself. But anything that quietens your mind and makes you feel relaxed and makes you be present to where you are will help you to have a better relationship with yourself. The third step is to write it down. So we've spoken about paying attention to your body and then spending quiet time with yourself. And number 3 is write it down. So writing or journaling is a great way of connecting with your inner voice and your creativity. And as you begin to listen more, you will get more and more inspiration coming to you. A creative journal or having a small notebook with you where you can jot down ideas. It's quite interesting, the information that you start to get after a while. There's an exercise for inner cleansing, mental cleansing, that is very, very lovely. And it's a modification of The Morning Pages by Julia Cameron. And here what I recommend is you write a number of pages. It could be a number of pages or it could be for a specific length of time without stopping. And if you do this practice regularly every day, it's amazing. And so what you do is you write for maybe, say for example, 10 minutes, but make sure you do not stop and analyze or reread anything you've written. The purpose is just to write and then get rid of it. Just rip it up, throw it away, whatever you've written. It's not to reread or to process or to analyze. It's just get rid, to cleanse. So as you do this process, even doing it for a number of days, you notice that you begin to feel a lot lighter and your mind becomes clearer and freer, and you sort of become aware of the thoughts that are yours and thoughts that you pick up from other people. So it just gives you a much greater level of clarity. And the next thing I think is very good for connecting to yourself is to physical exercise. And I don't mean just any exercise, because a lot of people work out, a lot of people go running, but most of the time when people are using their body, they are dominating the body and they're telling the body what to do. It's a way of mind controlling the body, which happens more and more. But in this way of getting physical is you're allowing your body the freedom to move or to choose what it wants to do. It's a very different way of relating to yourself. You get to know your body has a separate intelligence. It often has a different take on the experiences you're having in life. I find Gabriel Roth's 5 rhythms is a wonderful, wonderful way of connecting to your body in such a way. But any method of physicality which is not rigid or regimented and allows your body to freedom to express itself, like dancing, gardening, body work, is an amazing way of connecting to your body. So just to bring you from your head, the mental thinking processes, into your body, and from the past to the present, from the past and future to the present moment. It's very, very important that you learn to listen to yourself. Creativity, again, is a really, really wonderful way of getting to know yourself. And as children, all children are creative. They love making new things, trying new things. But as we get older, we start to have judgments about our ability to be creative and how good the work we do is. So I have a simple method for reconnecting to your creativity, and that is to use your less dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, use your left hand, and vice versa, and you just either write with your less dominant hand or draw or paint or color. So it just takes away that judgment, the judging mind, from saying, something is not very good or could be better. So it's just developing a compassion for yourself. And obviously creativity takes many forms, song, music, dancing, art, whatever it is. So it's allowing yourself to be creative and allowing yourself the freedom to express your creativity, whatever form it takes, and just giving yourself a little bit more freedom and getting to know different aspects of yourself, because we become very sort of two-dimensional sometimes. So this is like connecting to other aspects of ourselves. And having fun is a really, really important way as well of connecting to yourself. We all know laughter is a wonderful medicine. And so in order to have fun, you have to be around people which make you feel good. And it also means that you need to start to exclude people who don't feel good, who don't make you feel good. So in order to create more time for fun activities, you need to start saying no to some of the things that are not serving you and some of the people that don't have best intentions for you. So saying yes to yourself makes it easier to say no to others and things that are not beneficial to you. Just noticing that you are important and you deserve to have good quality experiences in your life. And finally, number 7 is exploring new horizons. So it's allowing yourself to experience different things. Again, it's like moving away from the habitual half asleep way of being. Life passes us by and we live on a semi-automatic mode. So this is sort of moving away from that, trying new things to see if you might have been wrong about something, breaking out of your habitual way of being and trying new things. You might think you know what you like and what you don't, but sometimes you don't know until you try something. So it's having that open mind, the self that is wanting to experience life, having the beginner's mind, and just allowing yourself the freedom to try new things. These are just some ideas to help you get started. I would love to know what are your favorite ideas or things that you do that you think would help others. Please share, and thank you so much.